After fighting nearly 45 years, including right up the United States Supreme Court, finally my employer found my records, and I have received a letter from the Office of Central Operations, 6100 Wabash Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21215, telling me to refer to their case number S2RB4/18032, as shown here. So we are going to show. Now they have another problem. They sent a form called SSA L7038, and they said discontinue prior editions. Now the problem is they can't find the country code where the hell I am living in India. My pension claims went to Korea, Hong Kong, different countries putting 842 code. So that's why it was going around the globe. The Michigan Bell and AT&T, when they broke up in 1982, they spun off and became not one, 7 different companies. So the SSA girl never found out where the hell on earth my pension went. Now the new problem is they want, when you call them every day, the SSA girl, they want you to put in a country code, a telephone number, which is for USA citizens only, not somebody living in the country of India. So you call, you spend the 501 rupees each day's call, pay the next day, they can still provide the number, the system, to input information about India, where I am living. So I spent yesterday money, day before yesterday money. The form they want you to fill in is here. Social Security form, page 4 and 4. Okay, you will see the close-up. The problem is they are asking area code, phone number, everything, and we can't input this. So the SSA girl should immediately provide information so that people can log in with the correct place where we are living. Otherwise, this will go another 50 years. Okay? By the time all the administration of Trump and his followers would have over. And I am still sitting to get my damn pension for which I toiled for the United States government. That's the pension from the United States. The UK pension, when I was in law school in India, my wife, who is dead now, she got an immigrant visa to go to the UK. I gave up my studies, I followed her, I went to work for a short period with a private eye, and I joined later the British Post Office, which was under Her Majesty's government. And shortly thereafter, the Post Office became a separate legal entity. Under their laws, I am entitled to pension for 20 years because the pension age began there at the age of 65, and when I reached 65, it was the year 2005. So they owe me 20 years pension. There are two kinds of pension in the United Kingdom. One is the state pension, which is only small amount, depending upon the years you worked and several factors. And the second one is the employer pension. Employer pension is compulsory. Every employer has to pay certain amount of money into the pension fund. Now, they have a very complicated computer system that will drive any person sane become an insane person. That is the problem. Their problem, they can't fix it. So we went through the procedure one after the other. Still, we have a problem. That is being handled by international pension. You can try to get them. They will never answer the phone. You have to go through very complicated procedure. It is very, very hard for anybody to understand. I will let you see the problem. You will see the little symbol here. That's called UK pension. Okay? UK sign. Now when you click that, okay. Now this is what it says. So you have to click here, continue. Then it will tell you. Now link to app continue. You press that button. Then you will say, that will ask you, yes, I started on a computer tablet, right? That's what you did. So you click that button. Then it will say continue. You continue. Now they will say link this app to using a QR code. Then you have to do that, scan. You have to say scan. Right? Now I click the QR code. So it will come like this. Then you don't see anything in the QR code section. Okay? So you cannot go further. That's the problem. They got too many checks and balances. One can go there. I have my American passport. I have my naturalization papers from the UK government. I also have my expired UK passport. I also have my driving license from the London, which is disappeared. I don't know what I did with that, because I left England in the year 1974. Today, 2025. Okay? So, very hard to get this, but they have admitted that they owe me 20 years of pension. I am only getting from the state government 24 pounds sterling a month, which is like a coffee money, which they admitted they made a mistake. How are they going to collect it? Nobody knows. We are going in a vicious circle. So no pension from the US government yet, no pension from the, let me correct, not from the pension from the US government. I am getting my social security every month, but the employer has taken money from my salary from the day I joined until they terminated me illegally in violation of all the laws. Okay? They played fraud, the employer. Two law firms were involved. One is a law firm called Fulbright and Jaworowski, located in Manhattan, New York, who filed a false affidavit from a 2-year-old person by the name Tilker, who submitted an affidavit testifying that I quit my job when I had 7 hungry mouths to feed. He fled to Hawaii because the prosecutors were looking for him. And this fraudster managed to get a license to practice from the Hawaii through fraud, not in the lower courts, in the very Supreme Court of the United States. Okay? Now another law firm from Florida, they also filed a false affidavit. A person by the name Peter Wolf Sinable. He was then working for a law firm called Carlton Field, Emmanuel, Cutler and Smith of Tampa. And based on his fraud, the trial judge's law clerk by the name a woman Ansi Conway was inducted into the picture. They attempted every trick. They tried to beat me. I reported the judge to the FBI, and Chief Justice Warren Burger of the U.S. Supreme Court, Judge Reed resigned. It's a long story. That case goes on. We can write 100 books, the tactics deployed by them. So the bottom line now is how to get the money from all these guys and from the employer. Okay? So this is where I am. I hope those who are listening will understand what goes on in the United Kingdom and what goes on in the United States of America. My records from the US government went to Hong Kong, and from there it went around the globe. I don't know where the hell it went. Okay? So those who are listening to me, listen to me carefully and do whatever you have to do. You have to use the artificial intelligence by ChatGPT. Tell the story. ChatGPT is the best software I can think of that will tell you, they will ask you questions, they will prepare your pleadings, whom to write, what to write. It is humanly impossible to find all the information except with the assistance of the ChatGPT. All right? Thank you. Bye-bye.